The Greek word pistis is an unshakable belief in a thing. And we've already spoken about it. It's that stern belief that God is our Father, that we posture ourselves actually in the stance. It's funny, it's not a stance, it's actually that you lie down and become vulnerable, completely vulnerable, with the full expectation that God will show up when you need Him. Yeah, He will stand up, it's histamine. He will stand up and, like the body secretes fluids to protect your vital organs in the presence of allergies, God will stand up and protect you and stand up against the enemy in that point where you are vulnerable. And we need to shift our thinking to that point. I think nobody's really alluded to it yet because I don't think many of us can understand it, but grace. Sam went into a great detail of grace and how it is a position of power. Positioning yourself as the person that can execute or exercise God's power in the earth, that being part of His glorious inheritance. And in terms of sitting at the right hand is not I don't know how we always saw it, we're sitting next to God on His throne. That's the position of the heir. And whatever is said about Christ is relevant to us, because we are in Christ. And at the right hand, we are positioned as the heir, and the symbol that I love of the throne. And it says, from the throne of God flows a river of life. And on either side of this river, there are trees that bear fruit. And these fruit are for healing of the nations. And we will be in this earth amongst those where God has positioned you, be it in the marketplace, in the Cape Flats, in the hardest of these circumstances. We will be that exact representation of Christ, exercising God's power, being vulnerable, being able to stand up, but will be clothed finally in the armor of God. And I just wanted to
look at your notes quickly.
But once more, I think the armor of God is revealing it now. We must move now from a position of cardboard cutouts and things we understood as children in children's school, but we're now moving from milk to meat. And he didn't unpack fully the armor of God, but simple things like shod your feet now with the preparation of the gospel. We are not going to defend ourselves against the gates of hell, which we know will not prevail against us, but in understanding the gospel, in knowing your glorious inheritance in Christ, with your feet you must be able to stamp out and step on the head of the serpent, using the shield to defend yourself against the fiery darts of the wicked, with the belt of truth. It's not a belt, but it's to clothe or to cover up your loins, your generations, with the truth to know that they are in Christ and the enemy cannot even try to go against dethroning you from that position, that it will influence or deter your generations, future generations, from coming into that inheritance. So I urge you all, please, Sam spoke at Thamu's gathering about perspectives on the apostolic, and Thamu said, one of the biggest frustrations is that many people hear these words, they agree with it, they understand or come to understand it, but they never execute on it. So let us please go and accept. We've been given this, I believe, responsibility. It's a great gift and a great privilege. Let's please go out and exercise. Let's execute on this. Let's grow into it. Let's take up our positions so that we can be that healing to the nations.
Mooi.